Good morning, beautiful people. Becca Switzer here. So this morning I got up, and if you've been following my videos for the last couple days or week or so, you know that I've been kind of sharing some more personal stuff and more like lessons that I'm learning and values that I'm examining and stuff as I go through a particular time in my life right now. And this morning I wanted to use one of my favorite decks. This is an Oracle deck. If you've never used one, it's not Tarot really, but it's just like a deck full of cards that each have a specific meaning, and then you can pull out, and the book has an explanation. And sometimes when I'm just needing further guidance or I want to understand better what my own mind is thinking, I'll use these cards and see what the message is based on the question that I'm asking it about, and then just kind of reflect on that. So without going through the whole spread here today, I was asking about how to approach the topic of forgiveness with the specific situation that I'm dealing with right now that's kind of been on my heart and my mind. And there's 3 cards. Usually what it is how the past, present, and future relates to this issue. And I wanted to read to you the last card. The last card that I pulled as it pertains to like moving forward with the situation is card number 31 out of the deck Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. They're beautiful cards. They've got great explanations, stuff like that. But it's the card that's called Why. And I actually pulled it upside down, which means a protection message or a backward message. So the Why card says this: essential meanings, motives driving intention, the power of knowing why. And again, my whole question here has been, how's the best way to approach like the topic of forgiveness? And if you followed my video yesterday, I was talking about what does forgiveness really mean? Is this really forgiveness? Is this forgiveness? So you can follow that one yesterday. It's called What is Forgiveness if you want to tune back in. But it says essential meanings, why, motives driving intention, the power of knowing the why. The Oracle's message: there's great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you're clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. And since I pulled it upside down, it's a protection message, and it says, sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you might want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better because fame would cause more people to admire or approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with the partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong, but deep down what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you even closer to the happiness you seek. And as I read that, I was chuckling to myself because that's something that I was thinking about yesterday was why do I want to seek? Why would I want to figure out what forgiveness is or letting go is? And if I did forgive this person, or if I did reach out and say something that I needed to say, why am I saying that? Am I saying, and this is something I actually thought about, and I got it actually off my chest in a big way. Sometimes I don't have the book right here, but I think it's Dr. John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and it says one of the most powerful techniques for getting clarity in your feelings, also communicating to your partner, but sometimes just getting communication to yourself about how you're really feeling and what you really need, is the love letter technique. And a love letter doesn't necessarily mean it's I don't want to say positive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a positive thing. It can actually be a way to communicate difficult feelings, upset, anger, disappointment, jealousy, stuff like that. But it's written in a way that it tries to keep the person whole, but fully explains like why you're feeling the way you're feeling and what you'd really like to see. And I've actually done that throughout this particular relationship that I'm, kind of referencing right now many times up until this point. Obviously, it didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to, but the method is like getting everything out. Like, how are you really feeling? And I've spent time over the last couple days writing multiple letters that I may never send, but just writing out everything that I feel. And the first one was a little bit more assertive and aggressive than the ones to follow, because I was really getting things off my chest, like these are the things, you know, and it was still, it wasn't an attack by any stretch of the imagination how I wrote these words, but it was definitely like, you can hear my pain body coming out of there, right? And then I wrote the same type of letter again, and same kind of message, but a little bit more based on like my feelings and my hopes and intentions for that person moving forward, like based on learning from, you know, their behavior patterns and stuff like that. And it was a little bit less aggressive, you know, and then as I got that off my chest and I went about my business and stuff like that, I kept thinking about it a little bit more, and the message could be almost a little bit kinder still. But what I loved about this message was, why would I want to, let's say that I did, because what I've been thinking about right now is some people you just have to cut out. It's like, I've already said everything I need to say, and I put my best foot forward. There's really nothing left for me to do here. At this point, pursuing a relationship or communication or whatever with you is actually damaging to me. Like I'm drained now, I've got nothing left. And in that case, cutting off somebody, for example, your why could be, I genuinely don't have anything left to give to this situation. And at this point, it's harmful to me to continue to engage with you. Like I'm tapped out, I got nothing left. But there could be another why. Well, is that the real reason why? Because the other reason why could be, I'm punishing you by removing your access to me. Okay, right? And I talked about yesterday that kind of comes from the ego, right? It's like the ego saying, you hurt me, and my punishment to you is you can no longer have access to me, and I'm not going to give you closure. I'm not going to alleviate your guilt by forgiving you or whatever. But then the other thing is, let's go into the letter. Let's say that yesterday, something that I wrote out, I decided to send it. Well, why do I really want to send it? Is it for closure? Is it to really forgive the person? Or is it another opportunity to just sort of lay out creatively all the ways in which they wronged me or you, right? So I love this message because the why is really important. I think intention is extremely important when you really assess why you're doing what you're doing. So that's something I'm going to be thinking about a little bit more here. And again, I hope that when you're going through situations in your life, whatever it is, it could be career change, relationship issues, friend breakups, or you know, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, really think about, what are my motives? Why do I want this? Why do I feel this way? I've been plagued with this my whole life. I honestly think it's a good thing. Sometimes it drives me crazy, but no matter what's going on in my head, whether I'm cleaning the house in a different way, or I'm solving a business problem, I'm closing a deal, I'm interacting with a partner, I'm talking with a friend, whatever it is, I constantly have a dialogue going on in my head that's like, okay, is that really how you feel? Why did you say that? Why do you feel that way? Is that fair? Is that true? How can you do, is that the best way to handle it? So if you constantly allow yourself to put every action and word through that filter, where you don't judge yourself for it, like I'm not over here judging myself for having any of the emotions, feelings, or thoughts that I've shared with you guys on these videos here, even the ones that are ugly, like anger and stuff like that. Don't judge yourself for it. Just be like, okay, why do I feel that way? Is this connected to a past wound? Is this because I feel vindictive? Is this because I just feel hurt and I want the other person to make it right, or the other person to hurt, or whatever, right? Be honest with yourself, because that's what's really going to help you just deepen your connection with yourself, deepen your connection with empathy toward other people. Even if that does mean that they're no longer going to be a part of your life, it's like you can better understand your part in the situation, right? It takes two to tango, and you can learn moving forward, like, why did I choose to put myself in that situation, or, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So this could go a million different directions. I'm not going to get too lost with you guys, but thanks for tuning in here this morning. Think about the why. I'm going to enjoy some delicious tea out of this awesome moon phase mug that my dear friend Clay Cunningham sent me a while ago. Clay, you're the best. Also, Clay Cunningham, you should check out his pottery stuff. He makes amazing pottery. If you're looking for a unique gift for somebody, I love his stuff. He does cool glazes and stuff like that. So check him out. Yes, Sir Clay, I believe is his username. But anyways, you guys, have a wonderful morning. I'm going to continue to do a little journaling and self-reflection here this morning. Enjoy some tea before I walk my puppy. But I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.